Hello, my lovely Marshall blenders. How are you? How are you? Hey guys, so first I want to show you something new. Marshall's Blends MBH. So I made bags that I'm going to be giving to people that come get their hair did. So these are the colors I have them in now. I'm super hyped and super excited. It's from AG Printing Solutions in the South Bronx. AG Printing Solutions in the South Bronx. They're pretty awesome. I want to say a genuine hello to Faye in the city. She's also I am Miss Faye on Instagram. I want to make a genuine public thank you for your support and for your YouTube friendship. It's genuine and I appreciate it. And thank you to the new subscribers. I'm like hyped and excited. Okay, so this video is going to be talking about silk presses. Silk presses for me are not much of a headache. They're as simple as breathing for me. But that's because I have a plan of action, a POA. So whenever you're going to do hair, you have to have a POA. And I look for POAs that are essentially solid, professional, proper, and foolproof across the board. So I'm going to give you five for a proper silk press if you're going to do it yourself. And hopefully when you go to the salon, this is what they follow. And I'm going to tell you the specific products I use because I feel that they give me the best results always. So of course you do the shampooing, you want to chelate, you want to deep condition, and after you've done that, you come here. So I'm going to show you the first thing I put on the hair when I am going to do a silk press. I will put some form of a heat protectant. Okay, so this one, in this case, it's top 5. Top 5. I think that light is just a little bit too much for. There you go. Maybe there you go. Top 5. Another one that I like to use is from Sheen, the argon heat protectant. I like using this one. I like to use it on people who have low porosity hair, because it adds a little grip to the hair. But this one I like. You can use it across the board. So after you've put the heat protectant, sprayed it on the hair, you know, in sections, fine, right? I go in and I put the biosilk. I use biosilk, and I also use a Marshall's blend of the Kenra Platinum Silkening Gloss. Kenra Platinum Silkening Gloss. I actually blend both of them. I will blend both of them if I'm working with hair that is very coarse and very high porosity. So low porosity means that the cuticle layer is smooth, you know. High porosity means that the cuticle layer is blown up, you know. So that's what I will mix those two, because the silkening gloss is a little thicker, so it helps to seal that cuticle. So after I've done that, I will spray it with this one. Can I tell you guys something? This is a staple. When I say it's a staple, it's a staple. And I would say this, I can tell you guys, definitely go get it and you won't regret getting it. So this is Design Line Shine Mist High Gloss Spray. So usually it's supposed to be used after you style. I will put 4 to 5 pumps, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, depending on how full the hair is. All I'll need. And after I've done that, and the reason why I don't put so much is because it's not necessarily a styling product, although you can style with it, but that's why you layer heat protectant first. Okay? And then this is another staple that I would say go get it, is the Rust Shining. Rusk Shining. Oops, sorry. And I'm going to try and get it because I want you guys to be able to read what it says. Let me see if I can get that for you to be able to read it. Let me see. Darn it. Because I really want you to be able to read it. There you go. Okay? So you can screenshot it or whatever, and I'll read it to you. Or I'll read it to you. It says, Sheen and Movement Mist. All right? Sheen and movement. It literally provides sheen and movement. You know that you can look at my videos, the hair will flow and it'll look like individual hairs are just, that's because of that product. It provides movement to the individual hair. It gives it that separation. Okay? Another product that I can use is the Color Wow Dream Coat. I love it. I don't always use it, but it's always in my arsenal. When will I use it? Now, mind you, this is expensive and it is a step up in the service because it is a treatment. So, but what it also does is it gives extra protection against heat, but it's also a treatment for the hair. All right. Now, let's say the person wants to have a lot of body. Then in that case, before I would put the heat protectant in the hair, I put anything that is thickening, but in cream form. Okay, in cream form. The reason why I say cream form and not in a gel form, I'm gonna show you a gel form. So this is something from Redken, right? High rise volume. So it gives volume, but in gel form. And the issue with that is that it's perfect for a blowout. It doesn't work well with the iron. When you're trying to work with the iron, it reactivates in a way that is not good. So use cream form. In this case, this is again Kenra Platinum. I like Kenra. I like Kenra, I like Rusk. So, okay. So those things are put on the hair. Are you gonna comb it or brush it? Oh, another thing I can show you is this one. Again, I like things like this, Mizani. I can use this. It's the Thermos Strength. Mizani Thermos Strength. There you go. Mizani Thermos Strength. Sorry. See? And so you can also put this last. Not last, sorry, penultimate, second to last. This spray is always last. Why? Because this is the one that literally seals everything you've put on the hair. It seals it into each individual strand. And now you're ready to put the processing cap on. You put the processing cap, let it sit for 2-3 minutes, and then you can go in, detangle, and section your hair. Section your hair. When you're gonna blow it out, section your hair. Guaranteed, it'll cut the blowout time at least by 33%. How do you section your hair? Into 5 sections. And there's a video that I have about how you section it. I don't know how to put it there, it's somewhere there. But the way you section it is section 1 is this. So it'll be from, let's say this part of your eyebrow, you would section it like that. So behind the ear, that's section number 1. Section number 2 from the eyebrow and behind the ear. That's section number 2. This part would be section number 3, and in the back you divide it into 2 sections, either split halfway this way or split halfway horizontally. Okay, now I'm going to tell you, this is called the nape, this is called the occipital. So you can create a division between the nape and the occipital area. Okay, and those are your 5 sections. Now we're going to go into the blowout. My favorite blow dryer is this. Okay, it's the Babyliss. Babyliss Pro Porcelain Ceramic. I love it. I will be honest with you. You will have to purchase one probably every 1.5 years. It's very durable. But why do I say every 1.5 years? Because after like 1.5 years, the medium heat becomes regular high heat. So, you know, you can, it's not that you have to, but that's what I do. I'll tell you, that's what I do. But I stick to it. The reason for that is because I love how it works. So when you blow the hair out, Of course, you already have it in sections. You take out the wet brush and you start blowing it out on medium heat, full power. Medium heat, full power. You blow the hair out. You blow it out, dry it. Once that section is completely dry, you can do 1, 2, or 3 passes with the high heat. 2 and 3, right? 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Call it a day. Don't give it too much of that heat. So that's what you do to each section. Now comes the press. What do I love to use for the press? I'll tell you right now. So of course, you know the staple for most people is the Babyliss Pro flat iron. And that's because it gives, for me, it gives probably the best sleekness to the hair, okay? And it gives the longest lasting sleekness. That's all I gotta say as far as a consumer product, because even though it says Babyliss Pro, it's still a consumer product. It's not a professional product. Now, if you are able to get professional flat irons, you'll see that they work pretty much like this one. Okay, so that's how come you can spend the $400. I don't mind. I don't mind spending a lot of money on something good. What do you use for the press? If you can notice, no, you can't notice because you can't touch it, but this is not just a regular rat tail comb. This is what you call a carbon rat tail comb. And the reason for that is because it can withstand the heat. Okay, it can withstand the heat, and that's what you want. You want a comb that can withstand the heat. All right, so get yourself a carbon comb. Sometimes they're $3. Listen, if you're thinking it's too expensive, save your money. It's your hair. It's your hair. Okay, so that's one of the flat irons I love to use. I love the Nano Titanium by Red. It's the 1/2" one. And let me tell you, it presses just as good as the Babyliss. Literally, just as good as the Babyliss. And my other old faithful is the Chi flat iron. The thing wore out, but I've been using it literally probably 8 years. Hasn't failed me. Okay, this one goes up to 410. So there are certain clients that I want to make sure I never go higher than 410. Then this is my safe way. Okay, now to section the hair, what do I like to use? The staples. Clips. Okay, clips like these, you can get them pretty cheap on Amazon. Duckbill clips you can get at the beauty supply. And this is your old steady and faithful and trusty. All right, so that's essentially what I do. Now, when I'm gonna pass the flat iron on the hair, I don't just pass it usually. Sometimes I may forget to spray it, but usually I don't just pass it. What I will use, this one's Kenra Platinum Silkening Mist, and I love to use this. So I spray the hair and then I will pass the flat iron, and that's it. Okay, so my mom is here. I'm gonna take off her twists. Hey, maybe I'll record that and you guys will be able to see it. All right, so but love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for the conversation. Thank you, everyone. All right, love you from the heart. Have a happy Tuesday.